Welcome to Northwest Profiles, a look at the people, places, and events that make up our inland Northwest. Hello once again, and thank you for joining us. I'm Bill Stanley. We have the pleasure of featuring a variety of artists on Northwest Profiles. Right now, producer Bob Lawrence introduces us to a martial artist. His name is Teruo Chinen. I could say that Mr. Chinen is a master of karate, but that would be an understatement. I could also say that he is probably the most gentle and humble person you'll ever meet, but that too would be an understatement. As you'll see, he teaches karate as a means for communication and goodwill. Let's find out more as we meet Teruo Chinen.
For many people, the word karate conjures up images of bare hands breaking wooden boards, explosive yells, or movies like The Karate Kid. But for Spokane resident Teruo Chinen, it's his way of life. While growing up in Okinawa, he was influenced by the karate of his father, grandfather, and uncle. Later, he became the world's second-ranking master in a particular style of karate. And for the past 20 years, he's been bringing that style to students around the world. The style is called Go-Juru.
Go-Juru means strict translation of Go-Juru. Go is hard, steadfast. Juru is like judo, gentle. And the Sensei, this man's philosophy of Karate Do was to produce practitioner. Hopefully he or she becomes strong inside, internally strong person, steadfast inside, and gentle looking outside. In other words, to try to produce good citizens.
His students call him Sensei, which means teacher. Once a year, students from around the world come to Spokane to learn karate firsthand from Sensei Chinen. They come to a training camp called a gashuku, which is held in his dojo, or school. Besides teaching in Spokane, Sensei Chinen makes several trips each year across the U.S. and to Europe and South Africa to teach. He's a world-class instructor. What brought him from Okinawa to Spokane?
My teacher and I agreed to come to the United States, and we had a connection in Spokane, Washington. I was going to Brazil before I came to Spokane, but Brazil was a little political problem that time. Coup d'etat, almost coup d'etat. So I stayed there a while, and then 1969, April, I came to Spokane. That time, in 69, my vocabulary was very, very limited, probably 10, 15 English words. So my beginning of the teaching karate, I suffered a little bit because communication problem between teacher to the classroom. So my first, I remember my first English word was watch me. So I told the students 1,000 times, watch me, you watch me. So I sweat myself. So I taught karate to my students, and they taught me English.
Sensei Chinen is the chairman of Jundokan International, an organization that ensures that Go-Juru students throughout the world are practicing according to the same set of standards. As he travels to any of the 15 countries involved in Jundokan, he makes sure that each dojo is teaching his style of karate in the same way.
So my responsibility is produce more qualified international level instructor like I am now. That's my, I feel that's my responsibility. I hope so. We need more international level qualified teachers who speaks English and Spanish and a little bit Chinese, and understanding each nation's characters and personalities. Not only teaching karate as relationship, communication really, it's not that easy.
One measure of Sensei Chinen's prowess as an instructor is the fact that his students travel thousands of miles to train with him.
He's just a superlative teacher, and it's just the way that he presents himself, his instruction, and the quality of the other individuals that are here.
He's a very, very kind individual. He no matter who you are or what you are in your karate training, he'll help you to the best of his ability. Either a white belt or a black belt, he doesn't care. His quality or his depth is that he will take that person and do the best that he can with him, no matter who they are.
Besides karate, Sensei loves gardening, and his home shows it. He could live in Tokyo or any other major center of karate, but the climate and geography and the people of Spokane keep him here. Karate is Teruo Chinen's way of life. It is not just conditioning and training. It is much more.
Number one, self-defense. Number two, we will receive many beneficial things from karate do training. For example, body shape, conditioning, coordination, maybe self-confidence, inner confidence. And altogether, we become good citizens. Someday we must pay back to our community because we're not living alone. This is society. So we must contribute our own society. So that's my idea of karate. Self-defense is number one. Yes.
And there you have our profile of Teruo Chinen. You know, we're certainly fortunate to have an instructor of his stature living right here in the Northwest. Incidentally, you Bloomsday runners will be interested to know that Mr. Chinen runs Bloomsday in 57 minutes, barefoot.